Oh, fuck, what time is it? 4:13 a.m. Shit, we are live. Oh my good lord, we are live. We are live for your weekly Monday Night Raw review, ladies and gentlemen. The show just finished. I've seen some pretty boring things in my time. Thankfully, we were supported by New Ball. We make sure I ain't sleepy. Dude, that show was so bad. Do you give this show a win? Do you give this show a loss? Give this show a tie? Put in the comments. Dude, I've seen some pretty bad wrestling shows in my time, and what probably didn't help was that before I was watching Raw, the 2.5 hours before, I was watching New Japan Pro Wrestling's King of Pro Wrestling. I'm up to Shibata versus Kyle O'Reilly, and I was so into it, and I thought, okay, I had to do the Raw because I have to watch the Raw for the Raw review for Koco, and I'm like, okay, I got to cover him, blah, blah, blah. And then I started watching, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. Dude, this was one of the most boringest, most depressing, most lonely in here 3 hours and 13 minutes of my whole entire existence. I could have been asleep. I could have been watching porn. I could have had a wank. I could have been laying in bed with my girlfriend like a normal human being. And instead, I'm out here stuck in here with my fuck. This is how bored I am of watching WWE. I'm legitimately getting cans, graffitiing them, writing New Ball, because I just have to put something to steal my attention because it bores the living shit out of me. Anyone who says they enjoyed this, raise your hand. I don't see anyone. There's one over there. He has liar written on his forehead. So win, loss, or tie, give this a loss. It's a rarity. I give wrestling shows a loss because I admire the wrestlers going out there busting their ass. However, I did not enjoy one pro wrestling match on this show. That's a lie. I enjoyed a few. Sorry, so we start off with a video package and pyro. This is going to be a short and sweet one because I want to get to the live comments. Going to see what you guys thought of this show. So please put in the live comments what you thought of this show. So Sasha Banks, Women's Champ, comes out. You deserve it, Chance. This is the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to a wrestling show, this is the right time to say this is awesome, not during their celebration. So Banks says, let's make Charlotte versus Sasha Banks a Hell in a Cell match. Charlotte comes out, and then Rusev and Lana come out. Rusev tells Sasha no one cares about the stupid women's revolution. I'm there, stood up, clapping, saying, Rusev, you're my man. Charlotte snatches the mic out of his hand, accepts Banks' challenge. Sasha also snatches the mic out of Rusev's hand. Lana says Hell in a Cell is made for real men. Okay, even though she's a woman, so I don't really understand what she's defending the men for, but we'll digress and pretend that didn't happen. Sasha then pushes Lana, and then they both drop kick Rusev. Reigns comes out, Rusev leaves. So you have Rusev, your monster heel, in your company. Raw being. He's your monster heel. You want to protect him. You got to protect him. You have to protect him. You have women kick the shit out of him and then have him run away from the champion. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm watching. Your monster heel just got beaten up by women. The women didn't need that. Put them back on. It's fucking shitting thing because it's a fucking shitting. Shit. Oh, shit. Doesn't make sense. Awful. Please explain that. The Sasha didn't need that. Charlotte didn't need that. You made your monster heel look like the biggest ponce on the planet. And don't say chicken shit heel. He's a monster heel. He is a monster. He's not like the Miz, a chicken shit heel. He is a monster heel. He is a monster. He's been destroying people. Vince McMahon owes me some new glasses. New Day come out. New Day run down some sports teams. I'm English. I know none of them. New Day say Cesaro and Sheamus won't beat them at Hell in a Cell for the tag belts. Great. Cesaro and Kofi Kingston, they've had matches on main event in the past that are 17 times better than this. A star and a half. I mean, Kofi fucks a springboard up so hard. Kofi inside Cradle gets the win. Cesaro and Sheamus bicker. Next. Bayley defeats... Let me see, we've got... Lucky for you, I actually have my real glasses. That was a swerve. See, that took more creativity than WWE did. Just let me get my glasses. There you are. They're my old set. I just thought it would have been funny to break them on air. Sorry, I've been wanting to do that for a while. Bayley versus Canny Fields. Bayley, and I quote, this is from Michael Cole, hometown girl. Hometown girl. So you've just had women beat up the men, and now you're going back to calling them girls. Okay, Michael Cole. So last week, I did some research on my notes because I wanted to see who Bayley faced last week because the name Fields sounded very familiar with me. Anne Fields was the person who she beat last week. This week, she beat Canny Fields. Next week, we're going to be beating up Ellie Fields. Bayley to Betty got the win. It was botched. Dana Brooke attacked Bayley from behind. Do you remember earlier on I was looking at the people who were interested on Monday Night Raw? I have to look even further for people interested in Dana Brooke. Then we had Tony Nese and Drew Gulak versus Lindsay Dorado and Sin Cara. I'm happy Sin Cara's in the Cruiserweight division. At least it gives the guys something to do. Hopefully Neville can follow, even though Neville was involved with Sami Zayn later on in the show. Hopefully they can do something with the guys who are under 205 and just doing fuck all right now. I mean, Dorado got the one with the shooting star off the top. I didn't hate Sin Cara in this one. That's the story of the match. I was expecting to hate Sin Cara. I came out not hating him. Job well done. Mick Foley's backstage, looking dapper in his suit. Stephanie asks if she can join him. Mick says sure. Foley and Steph in the ring. Steph says Hell in a Cell will blow No Mercy away. I do like the brand bashing. I do like that. Foley makes Charlotte versus Banks official, even though Michael Cole said breaking news from the GM's office that it is official with Hell in a Cell, but we'll just pretend Michael Cole is not an idiot and didn't say that. Foley then says Rollins versus Owens will be in a Hell in a Cell. Kevin Owens and Jericho interrupt. Jericho says he's not happy Kevin Owens is in a Hell in a Cell match, so he puts Foley on the list again. Steph says show him some respect and says if Jericho beats Rollins, he gets in a WWE Universe title match at Hell in a Cell, so it'll become a triple threat because they want to beat No Mercy. Okay, that's cool. We got something to look forward to. The main event, a reason to care. Okay, we'll take that. Steph being babyface for some strange reason, I don't know. I like the dynamic between Foley and Stephanie, and they've been building and building and building, and now I don't know what they're doing. And Triple H hasn't been on the show for a few months, considering he was one of the main part of the angles about a month ago. He's nowhere to be seen. You see him in a WWE.com interview every now and then. I don't know with this anymore. Like, watching New Japan Pro Wrestling 2 hours before this is never a good idea. Like, literally, I watched the Young Bucks versus Ricochet and David Finlay. What a great match. Enter this. We have backstage Seth Rollins. He says he will beat Jericho and then beat Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell. Rollins that used the word obsolete, which got a loud delete chant. That was highlight. Nothing's happening. I writ 4 pages of notes for this show. For the New Japan King of Pro Wrestling, I'm already on 6. That says it all. It bloody says it all, doesn't it? Nothing happened. Curtis Axel, my boy, and Bo Dallas versus Enzo and Cass. Anderson and Gallows beat on Cass and Amore, walk to the back. After the commercial, Bo and Axel say they won't leave until they get a tag match. Zayn comes out, Neville comes out. Squash match, a lever kick from Zayn. Red arrow from Neville gets the win. Imagine Zayn and Neville versus Cesaro and Sheamus. I think that could be absolutely brilliant. We have backstage, you have Lana. She's angry with Charlotte for putting her hands on her. Charlotte basically tells her to go fuck herself. R-Truth faced Titus O'Neil. Truth won. Noble, we make sure you ain't sleepy. Braun Strowman versus Steven and Clay Splash. They're really good at those names. Reverse chokeslam for the win for Strowman. Strowman's pissed off, no real competition. Strowman gives Foley another week. I mean, is he going to say this every week? I don't care. I don't care. Charlotte and Rusev versus Reigns and Banks. It's I can't be creative enough to actually write stories for my rivalries and feuds anymore. So if we just stick them together. How about we just stick them together and we'll just make a mixed tag match? W logic. You know, zero interest in this. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter. We've seen Reigns versus Rusev 17,292 times. We've seen Sasha Banks versus Charlotte 12,812 times. Combine them, you get around about 30,000. Banks gets the win with the Banks statement. Charlotte taps. Instead of having the heels get some insane heel heat, we'll just have the baby faces go over. So you've already seen the champions beat the challengers, so why would I pay to see them beat them again? I don't get it. Then you have a locker room interview with Jericho and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens doesn't care if it's a one-on-one or a triple threat. Jericho puts Tom Phillips on the list. If the list is the list of the unemployed, hit him up there. Then in the second of the night, Paul Heyman comes out. Yeah, there's a video package hyping this game, the 2K17 game. Might get it, might not. Dude, it doesn't look any different from 2K16. It really doesn't. Like, I might get it, but I just bought FIFA. I'm probably going to... Next game buy is probably Call of Duty. I'm really into League of Legends at the minute, so I don't really play my PlayStation much apart from the new FIFA. Heyman talks about Goldberg and how he is one up on Lesnar. Heyman challenges Goldberg to a match anytime, any place, and in the line of the night. In Suplex City, you're not Goldberg, you're next. What a line. What a line. And then Goldberg took to his Twitter and he announced that he will be at Monday Night Raw next week to answer the challenge. There you are. Next week, hopefully they put some effort in. I bet Goldberg's going to walk backstage, sit down, he's going to be like this, he's going to watch the show. And then he's like, main event time, Bill, you're next. I don't want to be next. I want to go home. I don't want to be associated with this show. Could I please not? Please, Vince, please. You signed a contract, god damn it. But Vince, this is so bad. Vince, please. I have kids. I've made my kids watch 3 hours and 5 minutes of Raw. They can't go out there and see me. I can't show my face on this show. You should have said yes to going out first, then god damn it. TJP versus Araya Davari. Brian Kendrick's on commentary. He's the number one contender for the Cruiserweight title at Hell in a Cell. This is a non-title match, of course. Please have loads of live comments, guys. Put them through. There was a pre-tape of Davari speaking this foreign language. Issue is JoJo announced him from California. And there is also no way Araya Davari came out of the same vagina that Sean Davari came out of, because I actually enjoy this guy's work and I really hate Sean Davari. TJP gets one with a knee bar, establishing his finisher. Davari looked okay and respectable. Kendrick on commentary, portraying he's not really a bad guy, just doing what he has to do. It's not too bad. Main event time. I've gone through this in literally like 10 minutes. Jericho versus Seth Rollins. So if Jericho wins, it becomes a triple threat Hell in a Cell for the Universal Championship. Kevin Owens comes out halfway through the match. Rollins, this match sold the ribs pretty damn well. Jericho the walls of Jericho. Rollins gets the ropes. Owens then hits a super kick with the referee distracted. Rollins misses a frog splash off the top. Jericho line salt for 2. Really nice sequence till Rollins rolls him up to get the win. Kevin Owens beats on Rollins. Rollins pedigrees Jericho as Owens again doesn't help. There you are. I've legit just broke down every single segment of Monday Night Raw in detail. Like I even wrote down some lines from Heyman's promo that I just read out. That was it. That's all that happened. Everything. This is a 3 hour and 15-minute show, which I just broke down in 10. This show is shambles. I hate this so much. If it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't watch Raw. Generally being deadly serious, I would not watch Raw. I implore each and every one of you who watch Raw. I implore you. I really do I implore you. Well, I wish I could employ you. I implore you. It takes great talent and great skill to sit through that. So with 3 likes, 1 dislike, probably some dirty thing. It was such a good show. Raw was boring. Weak tie. By the way, Andy Paps, baby. See, that's the highlight of my night, seeing an Andy Paps comment. Edward Mohan. Goldberg. And then Andy Paps is Paps. Paul, whoa. Haven't watched this shit in about 3 weeks. Yep. What the fuck? From Edward Mohan. Andrew 1000. That's Andy Paps. Impact was better, and that's saying something. Trying to make LK laugh. Paul, boy, stop torturing yourself. Ole Samuel, LK, you should sleep on Monday. No need to stay up to 4 a.m. watching Raw. Edward Mohan, the show wasn't that bad. Dude, whoa. You're trying to wind me up now, my son. You're trying to wind me up, Edward Mohan. The show wasn't bad. Are you sure? Did we watch the same show? Really? Like I said, it probably didn't help that I watched New Japan before. Can you hear that? What is that noise? Gone. Thankfully. Andy Paps 4 out of 10. Ole Samuel A. Raw was squash matches and talking segments. Nothing special. Apologies. Sorry about that. Horrible noise. Apologies. Remember, I'm in my garden. Bloody hell, this is what sucks about being live sometimes. I'm in my garden, and I'll be honest, it's 4:30 a.m. There's pitch black outside. Not scared. Talk to me, people. Keep me up a bit longer till the sun rises. Here we go. All right, let's get talking now. Andy Paps, 4 out of 10. If you take the Heyman, okay, you give it a 2 points. Main event was actually a pretty damn good match. Like, if I recommend you to watch anything, watch the main event. First hour was quite depressing, so was the second hour, so it wasn't that bad. What can SmackDown do to top this lackluster Raw? Dude, it's 2 hours. It's already won. It doesn't have to do anything. Andy Paps says, was watching baseball. Don't blame you. Andy Paps says, review New Japan, King of Pro Wrestling. Sorry, Andy Paps, I will be, but it'll be for VIP. Do apologize. And that noise is there again. Dude, this is scary. If I do pass, please send my condolences to everyone who has to suffer through Monday Night Raw. Like, that is a really horrible noise, and I hope you can all hear that on the show. And I apologize. I've now gone quiet. Thank God Paps is done. Thank God Pappy is done. I don't get what that means, boss. I don't, and I'm now very upset because I don't know what that noise is. I hope everyone's okay in the house. Hope no one's got shot. Jesus Christ. If I go upstairs and everyone's shot now, I'm going to bloody cry. Dude, that noise is horrible. I'm sorry. Imagine sitting here in your garden in like this shed kind of gimmick, and you're there, and you keep hearing this noise like, shit yourself. It's quite scary. It's fucking scary. And it's 4:31 a.m. It's pitch black. Oh. Anyway, live comments. You brought it. Thank you. Thank everyone for watching live comments. Thank you everyone watching live. Thank you everyone watching on post on demand. It's a quick Raw review. Nothing happened. I'm going to go make sure everyone's alive in there. I already have got to go. That sucks. It's 4 a.m. Apologies, there's no New Japan Pro Wrestling King of Pro Wrestling review. I'm doing that tomorrow. Sadly, that's for VIP, so I have to pay for it. Apologies. I have to give the VIP something. Actually, speaking of VIP, I did NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic bracketology today, as well as the Daily News Show. Talked about Paige being a whore. So we done Raw review. This is my third podcast of the day. I think it's time to wrap this bad boy up. So KocoSports.net, KocoSports.net is where the world goes to catch. And Recover Sports in a bubble, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Dude, this show was so boring. The highlight of my night has been this. Thank you everyone for joining me. Make sure you all stay safe. Buy Dave Koco's book. Make sure you all stay well. And hopefully, unless I die out there, we'll catch your asses down the line.